Hey everyone, welcome back to Nath Talks. I'm your host, Nath, and today we're diving into one of the most powerful truths about life, the power of never giving up. And joining me, as always, is my wonderful co-host, Anna.
Hey, Nave. Hi, everyone. I'm super excited about this topic. It's something we all need to hear, because let's be honest, we've all had moments when giving up felt easier than going on.
Absolutely. Life throws so many challenges at us. Failure, rejection, self-doubt, and sometimes quitting feels like the only way out. But the people who make it, who truly grow, are the ones who choose to keep going no matter what.
Right. And it's not about being perfect or always positive. It's about staying in the fight, even when you don't see results yet. You know, I remember a time when I almost gave up on something important. When I was in university, I struggled so much with my final project. I worked for months, and every time I showed it to my professor, he said, "Not good enough, try again." I cried, doubted myself, and thought maybe I wasn't smart enough. I even started filling out forms to drop the class. But then, one night I told myself, "No, Anna, you've come too far to give up now." So I stayed up for 3 nights straight, rewriting, fixing, rethinking. And when I finally presented it, the same professor said, "This is brilliant work." That moment taught me something huge. Sometimes your success is just one more try away.
Wow, I love that. One more try away. That's powerful. And it's so true. Most people stop right before they're about to break through. You know, I went through something similar when I started this very podcast. In the beginning, no one was listening. I'd record for hours, edit until midnight, and the video would get maybe 30 views. I remember thinking, maybe this isn't for me. But then I reminded myself why I started. To inspire people, not to chase numbers. So I kept going, one episode at a time. And now thousands of people tune in every week. It just proves if you keep showing up, life eventually rewards your persistence.
That reminds me of something. All the great people we admire faced massive failure before they found success.
Exactly. Let's talk about a few. Take Thomas Edison. He failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When a reporter asked how it felt to fail that many times, he said, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." That mindset, seeing failure as part of the journey, is what separates dreamers from doers.
That's amazing. And then there's J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, she was a single mother living on welfare. 12 publishers rejected her manuscript. 12! But she never gave up. Imagine if she had stopped after the 10th or even the 11th rejection. The world would have never known Harry Potter.
Yeah. And Michael Jordan, too. He was actually cut from his high school basketball team. Can you believe that? The man we call the greatest basketball player of all time was once told he wasn't good enough. Instead of quitting, he trained harder. His quote always inspires me. "I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed."
That one gives me chills. It shows that failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of success. You fail, you learn, you grow, and you come back stronger.
You know, I think it's normal to feel tired or hopeless sometimes. We all hit that wall. The problem is when we start believing that failure means we're not capable.
Yes, I've been there. Sometimes it's not the situation that makes you want to quit. It's the voice in your head that says, "You're not enough." That voice can be brutal.
Exactly. That's why mindset matters so much. The people who don't give up aren't superhuman. They just have a habit of talking back to that voice. They say, maybe I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way.
I love that. Not there yet. That little word, yet, changes everything. It turns failure into a process instead of a dead end.
There's a quote I really love from Winston Churchill. He said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." That line always reminds me that life is never about winning once, it's about continuing, no matter what.
I think it starts with your why. When your reason for doing something is strong enough, quitting becomes harder. Like if you're doing it just for money or approval, you'll stop when things get tough. But if you're doing it because it means something deep, like helping others or fulfilling your purpose, you'll keep going.
Totally agree. Your why fuels your how. Another big one is consistency. Small daily habits make a huge difference. You don't need massive progress every day. You just need to keep showing up, even when you don't feel motivated.
Yes, motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. I read that even 5 minutes of effort on your worst day still counts because it means you didn't give up.
That's beautifully said. And also, surround yourself with the right people. If you spend time with quitters, you'll learn to quit. But if you surround yourself with fighters, you'll keep fighting. Energy is contagious.
Exactly. And I'd add one more thing: self-compassion. Sometimes we're so hard on ourselves when we fail, but you can't grow if you're constantly punishing yourself. Treat yourself like you'd treat a friend, with kindness and patience.
There's a quote I really love from Winston Churchill. He said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." That line always reminds me that life is never about winning once. It's about continuing no matter what.
That's beautiful. I also love what Confucius said: it does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. I think that's a perfect message for anyone listening right now. Even if you feel stuck, you're still moving forward as long as you keep going.
Exactly. And when you look back one day, you'll realize that every setback was just preparation for something greater.